What's going on YouTube? It's Matty with FusaroFitness, and this is a question that I get quite often, and I've experienced it myself, and I've also seen it in other people that I've helped out in the gym. And this has to do with a strength or muscular imbalance, mainly one side of your body being weaker than the other. And we see this very often in people who play sports because they are one arm dominant or one leg dominant, such as soccer. If you're a righty, you're primarily kicking with your right leg, although you should be able to use both legs if you're a soccer player. Same goes for baseball. If you're batting righty, your swinging rotation is this way, your throwing arm is this way. This goes for anything, really. You get the point. You know, you might be right hand dominant in all of your sports, so your left arm doesn't get as much work. You may have a job that is physically demanding and you carry stuff on your right shoulder, or you use your right arm to lift things up, and your left arm is weaker due to that. And you may not even notice this right away in the gym because you're doing a lot of compound movements. Say you're doing a squat, it's going to recruit other muscles. So in order to correct this imbalance, what we have to do is isolate the muscle. So we're going to use the example of arms. Just because it's simple, this can work for any muscle. And this could be due to the cause of injury, it could be due to nerve impingements, it could be anything. But we're just going with the fact that one side is weaker than the left, and we're going to use arms as a demonstration. So let's say you go into the gym, and with your right arm, you can curl a 50-pound dumbbell 10 times. But with your left arm, you can't. Now your left arm is obviously weaker, so we're going to use the dumbbell curl. Start with the weaker side first. So we're going to start with our left arm. We're going to pick a weight. We're not going to go too heavy. Something that we can get between 6 and 10 reps of. This is what Lyle McDonald recommends. He has a great article on it, so I'm giving some notes from that. You're going to start with your left arm if that's your weaker arm. You're going to go ahead and rep out. If you can get 8 reps with a 30-pound dumbbell, go ahead and do the same 8 reps with the same 30-pound dumbbell with your strong arm. Reason being is because we all know that your stronger arm can curl a 50-pound dumbbell, but if you go ahead and increase the weight and reps on the strong arm, you're going to keep upping that imbalance. It's never going to correct itself. So you use the left arm to determine what you're going to lift with the right arm. Now with that said, you're going to go ahead and do either more reps or maybe 1, 2, or even 3 more sets with the weaker arm, keeping the weight the same. Because what happens is, I know everyone focuses on compound movements and isolation is not worth it, you should do barbell curls. It's not the point. It's you want to get this arm stronger. If you went into the gym and went ahead and did a barbell curl like this, you might end up going like this because your right arm's stronger, or you might get the weight up controlled, but other muscles might take over. You might use your shoulder a little bit to get your weaker arm to be able to lift that weight. So to correct that imbalance, again, we're going to focus on the weaker muscle first. Use that as our set point of how much weight to lift and how many reps, and then go ahead and do the same with the other side. This goes for all muscles. If you're doing legs and your left quad is weaker than your right quad, what you should focus on is a one leg extension. So if you're doing in the seat leg extensions, use one leg at a time. Use your weaker leg to determine how much weight you should use and how many reps you should get. Do the same on the right side and keep doing a test, retest every few weeks to make sure that you're correcting that imbalance. So when you're able to lift the same amount of weight with the weaker side as you are with the stronger side, then you've corrected the imbalance, but not indefinitely. Because what happens is over time, your body gets used to the motor patterns and it might go back to its old ways. It might still know that your stronger arm is your more dominant arm, and it's going to keep using that stronger arm even though you brought up the weak side. So keep doing a test, retest, maybe once a month to make sure that there is still a healthy balance between both muscles. Again, this can be used with any exercise. If you notice that when you're bench pressing and you go to push the dumbbells up, if one arm is taking over and a little bit more powerful, you can go ahead and do one arm flies to get your left side of your chest a little bit stronger. If you're sitting in a pec deck, go ahead and just use one arm at a time, squeeze, and use that to determine what you use with this arm. Again, I can't stress enough the fact that we understand that one muscle is dominant. It can lift more weight, but that does not mean add weight. You want to match the stronger arm with the weaker arm until they are balanced, so you can correct your strength or muscular imbalance. Like I said, you have to test, retest to make sure that your weaker arm was brought up to the strength of your stronger arm or leg or chest or whatever it is. And that's about it. Your body likes to go back to where it's comfortable. It likes to maintain homeostasis. It likes to just make things easy. It doesn't want the stress put on our body, which is what we're doing. We're putting stress on our body, forcing our muscles to grow. So yeah, that's about it, to be honest. There are going to be certain situations for people who are going through rehab and stuff like that and physical therapy, which I'm not a doctor, so I can't prescribe that to you. But this is a simple way. If you just notice a slight imbalance in muscles and the strength of a dominant versus a weaker muscle group. So that's really it. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if you want to talk further about this, or you have any questions, or if you've experienced a muscle imbalance yourself and you corrected it, you can let us know how you did that. Don't forget to like the video, as that really helps the channel grow. We're really trying to get the name out there, and I appreciate all your support. And until next time, that's about it. So I'll catch you all in the next video.
Peace.